The CarAid Multi-Tool 3S is a must-have tool for every car owner. It's like the Swiss Army knife of car tools. You can use it to jumpstart your car. You can use it to recharge your mobile phones and laptops. It can cut a safety belt or break a car window in case of emergency. Any attackers or robbers will run when they hear its super loud alarm. It's got a strong magnet, so you can put it on your car door, and it even has a compass in case you get lost. With its compact, ergonomic handheld design, the 3S fits conveniently in a cup holder, glove box, door pocket, or console. It is also a super bright flashlight that shines up to 755 feet and includes an SOS light and an emergency flasher. It's slip resistant, water resistant, dirt resistant, and shock resistant. And its reflection strips help you find it in the dark. Whether you're facing a blizzard, storm, hurricane, flood, earthquake, or mountain fire, the CarAid Multi-Tool 3S is always there for you. Make sure you always have a 3S in your car, for peace of mind, for you and your loved ones. Stay safe out there.
We've been growing food for thousands of years. It's part of what makes us human. When cities were built, we became more industrialized. When we put growing in the hands of others, we lose transparency. We no longer know where our food is coming from. Sprouts.io is a smart micro garden that makes it effortless to grow indoors, year-round, soil-free.
Sprouts.io is different in that it's helping you take care of something that's alive, something that's growing, something that needs help. It's taking people who may never have gardened before in their life and giving them some assistance and empowerment to feel like they can do something that they've never done before.
It's easy. You insert the seed renewable, add water to the system, and then connect it to Wi-Fi through the mobile application.
You're growing your own food. It's just there watching over it, making sure that you're making some of the right decisions.
I had a garden growing up as a child. We grew tomatoes. It was because we participated in the process of growing them that we cared about what happened to them. When I moved to the city, I started looking for alternatives. When I brought the study of urban agriculture to the MIT Media Lab, it was at that point that Sprouts.io came to life. We began developing concepts around how to make a system that's simple to maintain for everyone.
It's thoughtfully designed by a passionate team who loves food. We've thought of every detail and every part of the growing process.
We use about half the power of a laptop to power the whole system. The lighting on board is smart. We adjust it based on what your plant actually needs. We use about 2% of the water typically used in soil growing and about 40% of the nutrients. You can put it right into your dishwasher. You don't have to worry about cleaning all of the components separately.
Now that we're going to be a family, with Sprouts.io, we know what we're growing and there's no pesticides or other worrisome chemicals.
You get that immediate, oh wow, what is that? Kind of flavor. You can change the flavors. Do you want more intensity in the arugula, or do you want a sweeter basil? And then that just takes a whole dish to another level.
Everything from the insights we've learned from our beta testers to piloting with culinary professionals has gone into the design of our new system.
By backing us on Kickstarter, you'll become a part of the growing movement to participate in your food and the experience of personal produce. Thank you for your support.
You're looking into the eyes of a robot, and he's looking back at you. He's curious about who you are and what you're up to. This is Vector. This is a Kickstarter for Vector. He's a new creation from Anki.
He is a character, a robot that is meant to live in your home. He's always on, he's alive.
The idea is really that Vector becomes part of the family or that home, both on the emotional character side, but then also on the utility side.
Vector is really the first robot that uses advanced deep neural networks to do a lot of perception and understanding of the world around him.
What he does feels intentional. He can react to inputs in his environment and his life.
We generally want to find one defining feature and then build from that. For Vector, curiosity was a big one.
What they're saying is you officially live in a time when robot sidekicks are a real thing.
Hey Vector, give me a fist bump.
It's a step closer to that sci-fi robot, that everyone wants to be friends with.
That step closer means you've got a robot in your house waiting for you to get home. Autonomous like a Mars rover, aware enough to avoid falls like a tightrope walker, ooh, and always excited to welcome you home like a loyal companion.
What's up, Vector?
Jason.
Vector's no slouch roommate either. He's happiest when he's helping out. Ask him the weather, and he'll show you. He can set a timer and cause a commotion when it's finished. Activate robot alarm. And he can connect his robot brain to the internet to answer your questions.
Definition of life, the characteristic state in the world of living.
He's a little robot who brings a lot to your house. He's also a little robot with nearly 700 parts. That one right there, that's his soul part. Okay, I made that one up, but the little guy's got soul. Let's get someone in here to tell him what all this stuff actually does. How does he hear?
Vector has a microphone array, which allows it to hear voices and noises and understand where it came from.
What's he used to see?
Vector uses a wide-angle camera.
Why doesn't he fall off the table?
4 drop sensors.
How come he doesn't bump into stuff?
Has this laser distance sensor right here in the front.
Whoa, robot lasers? How do we know he won't use that for evil?
We have a very strict quality control process to make sure that no evil robotic overlords emerge from Vector.
This thing is just awesome.
There's got to be a huge amount of code inside the robot.
There is a huge amount of code inside the robot. It's a few million lines of code at this point. That software really encompasses everything from the character to the low-level operating system to the cloud functionality.
He has a camera in his face, and that's actually one of his primary sensors, not just capturing the light in all the pixels, but it's making sense of those pixels. He knows what it is and where the stuff is.
That code creates his intelligence and his personality.
We think both about the IQ and the intelligence as well as the EQ and the emotion.
You feel something for him. You bond with him, relate with him, care about him, and you feel that he can relate to you and give you something back.
He is your friend. He was built to help and delight and entertain you.
That is delightful and entertaining. So instead of sitting back and waiting for the robot apocalypse, Anki is making super smart robots built to bring joy and companionship to humans. Did I mention he likes to be pet? I know. Anki's been at this for a while. First, they made Drive and Overdrive, games where you race against robot car opponents. And then Cosmo, a toy robot that plays games and teaches kids to code. Vector is their 4th product, and he's already in production. So why Kickstarter?
I think for Kickstarter especially, being able to have access to more technical users that understand a little bit more about what's going on and can give us really critical feedback that we can then use to incorporate into updates.
We expect over the next few years to develop function after function after function, making a deeper character, implement more characterful utility function, and so forth.
There is no community out there that's better than Kickstarter for bringing these people together that have a passion for defining what that future looks like and embracing the kind of events along the way that help define where we're going.
Right now, Vector's going to bed. What he does next is up to you. Back this Kickstarter today to get your robot early and join a Kickstarter exclusive group that will help shape Vector's development roadmap and maybe our entire robot future.
This is the EcoCube, your window to nature. Get the beauty of an aquarium without the maintenance. The no-hassle design is stress-free, compact, and easy to use. Just fill it with water, plug it in, and enjoy. Never change filters, ever.
The EcoCube's unique aquaponics filter uses plants to filter the water. Fish create waste that fertilize the plant, and as the plant grows larger, the aquarium gets even cleaner. It's the same way nature cleans our rivers, lakes, and oceans.
This is the best low-maintenance aquarium, period. And it's more affordable than ever. Other aquariums and filters can run over $100. The EcoCube C is a better product at a fraction of the cost. Have it in your home, your office, your school, anywhere. It's designed for professionals, teachers, children, everyone. Designed and assembled in San Diego, get the same quality product made better. Back this project now. Share it with friends and family.
The EcoCube is just the beginning. This process could change how we grow our food.
Join our movement to educate the world about aquaponics and promote sustainability by getting an EcoCube into every home. Get yours today. The EcoCube. Everything works.